going to get with that in background?
Yeah.
Both logos need to be in. Got to keep the sponsors up there.
I'll send it to you.
Doesn't work with this kid teeing off.
What I'll do, Dom, we'll let him tee off and I'll do some spiel.
Yeah.
Introduce you. We'll have a good chat. Right, hello everybody, welcome back here to Northcliffe. As you can see, we've come to the first tee, the absolutely stunning first tee. We are just waiting for the flag to say we can go. It's our good friend David Haig waiting to tee off. Let's see if I can just jump in, we're just waiting. David, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Yeah, how's the game been going this year?
It's beginning to improve, it needed to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to see massive improvements on the course,
Yeah.
which is just a little bit of different style of practice starting to pay off.
Okay, that's good. Now, first tee here at Northcliffe, it's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you going for? Because it's fairly short par 4 to begin with.
I'm going for the front edge with a 4-iron.
Yeah?
The line is just left of the Northcliffe sign.
Gotcha, yeah.
So fingers crossed the spotters will see it up there.
Fantastic. I'm sure they will. Best of luck.
Thank you.
I'll leave you alone. There we go. So we're just waiting for the all clear and then we'll get things underway. David Haig, of course, we know him very well from a number of tours we've been broadcasting with. 4-iron to the front edge of the green. The green does swing round to the left. Those trees look to cut those, go over and get through quite nicely. I'm delighted to say very shortly we're going to be joined by Dominic Bott, European Tour caddy, with us here at the first. What a shot this is. If you're wondering, down in the valley, just at the almost cliff edge here of the first, is the 18th green down there. A little bit later we're going to be there because you can win a car. If you get a hole in one at the 18th in regulation, there is a BMW Z4 up for grabs. How cool is that? There's also a total prize pot of £6,000, £2,250 to the winner. And then there is a nearest to pin playoff a little bit later, £500 cash to the winner too. So if you are a pro today, you could walk away with £2,250 first prize for winning the tournament. You could walk away with BMW Z4 and then you could walk away with the extra £500 cash for the nearest to pin contest. That is pretty special indeed, isn't he? There's the major, just chatting to David at the minute. We are just waiting to get the thumbs up and we should be about to go very shortly for this group. Let's have a little listen in, shall we? Oh, there you go, we're good to go. So first up, David Haig.
Welcome to Northcliffe Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Hazzad Classic and this is the 1040 Team Time. First to play, David Haig. Next on the tee, Alex Ham.
Nice one, David. Here is Alex Harm. Hoping to harmlessly get over the valley here.
And final to play, Ben Chamberlain.
And here's Ben Chamberlain. Oh, nice. Go on. Go on. Good stuff. There you go. That's your 10:40 tee time. Now, I promised you a very special guest, everybody. I'm delighted to say I've got that very special guest. Here he comes, Dominic Bott, a man who's been there, seen it, knows it all. Is that fair to say, Dominic?
Yeah, I've been and seen quite a bit. Yeah, definitely.
Now, on a bit of a break in a minute, who are you currently caddying for?
Torbjorn Olsen, second stint. So it's probably about 6 years. We've been together over 2 different stints, but yeah, things have been pretty good.
They certainly have, haven't they? Now, look, let's come to Northcliffe here. Now, let's say Torbjorn's here, playing this tournament right now. First hit, it's an absolute cracker, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a very short par 4 though. Spoke to David Haig, he's saying a 4-iron to the front of the green. What advice are you giving?
Yeah, I mean, Torbjorn was standing on this tee. There'd be no way he'd be laying it up there. There's one shot and that's it. It's at that green. So
it's like 294 yards or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
something like that.
It's a great little hole. It's a shame it doesn't come later in the round because then everybody would take it on. Yeah. Early doors, people want to get it in play and then try and make 4, make 3 or whatever it is. But yeah, Torbjorn would be standing here and that wouldn't be, the right side wouldn't be an option. It'd be at the green with 3 or 4 iron or something like that.
Now, Torbjorn's obviously made it. We know he's a very capable player, winner, of course, multiple times. A lot of players we're going to see today, they're trying to get on, they're trying to take that next step, be it Euro Pro Challenge Tour, to get to the DP World Tour, maybe PGA Tour. What sort of advice would you give to these players?
It's hard work. It's non-stop hard work. Nowadays, it's the game changed. There's a certain gentleman called Tiger Woods that changed the game completely. Fitness, gym, what they eat, it's all... I'm a very much believer in you get out of the game what you put in nowadays, and to be a top player you have to work constantly. Your life has to be pretty much golf. Yeah, really. You've got to have family times and stuff like that, but it's a very, and the money that's there as well. Yeah. You've got to work very hard at this.
And you have to as well, if not more so, because you know the players, they rely on you, don't they, so heavily. How much work? Let's say we've got a DP World Tour event. Let's say we've got a BMW PGA coming up, which we have, of course, next month. Yeah. How much prep work goes into that? When do you start prepping for that tournament?
Monday afternoon, probably. Torbjorn, because he lives in London, we'll probably go play 9 holes Monday afternoon. Sorry. Yeah. Probably play 18 on Tuesday and the Pro on Wednesday. But for me, I've been going there for 30 years now. Yeah. Wentworth has changed, obviously, over the years. We've seen changes, but it's nice to get out there. It's a golf tournament that you get there, and it's exciting. It's a big event, and if you win the BMW PGA Championship, then it'd be a nice one on the CV, put it that way.
It would, and a nice one for the bank account for everybody as well.
Yeah, keep people happy for Christmas, you know. Merry Christmas to all and all that. But.
So how much do the players rely on you during around it? What's Torbjorn like? Is he the type of guy that, look, talk to me, or is he? You tell me.
No,
what is he like?
It's very. I have to. When we're playing, I don't talk golf. Yeah. I read Sky News and Sky Sports in the morning. We talk football, we talk what's happening in the world.
Who's this team, by the way? Who's this?
Manchester United. They're quite funny at the minute, actually. Especially I'm a Leeds fan, I love it.
Oh, I'm a Leeds fan too, yeah, absolutely. Playing today.
We don't talk much golf.
Is that just to forget about it, just relax?
He's a great caddy himself.
Yeah.
I mean, we can have days. The last round of the British Masters is one of them where it's very much, you see it on TV now where there's a lot of talking going amongst player caddy. We're very much, we see the number, it's an 8-iron, or it's a soft 8-iron, or it's a held 8-iron. We don't try and complicate it. Everything's simple, coach-wise. Everything he does, we want it simple. Yeah. He prefers that, simplicity in the game. It's like we get to the 17th at the British Masters. We had a problem with a 3-iron that we're using. Yeah. Hit a poor shot off the first tee, get to the 17th, and it's a 3-iron. As long as your backside points downwards, it's a 3-iron all day long. Yeah. And he said it's either 5-wood or 4-iron. And we hit 4-iron as hard as we could. Yeah. And it worked out. But he's very simple. Like I say, he'd make a good caddy. Yeah. In the way of that he knows his own game.
He's an incredible player, and you must complement each other very well. Then you've obviously worked together a long time, so you build up that relationship, don't you? And does that make it so much easier to work together?
Yeah, and it's become a friendship as well. And from the word go, we've had this thing about our height. We are probably the smallest pair in world golf. People seem to think, but we've done all right.
I was going to say,
we've it started back in the. when I was caddying for Thomas Bjorn, and then the banter started.
Yeah.
I remember wearing a pair of Nike Airs in Akron, Ohio, and I was caddying for Thomas Bjorn, and they've got the heel on them, and are you wearing them to try and make you taller than me? And but we sort of, for the first 4 years was fantastic. Obviously capped off in France, the Ryder Cup, and then we had a break, which was a friendship thing, a mutual thing, and then we came back together 2 years down the line, and touch wood, it's been pretty good so far. This year especially, isn't it nice to get back in the winner's circle?
Yes, absolutely. Look, Dominic, I'm going to let you go now. You're going to join us later actually for the shootout, aren't you?
Yeah,
we're going to have some fun, right?
Plenty, don't worry about that. Plenty of banter.
Top man, thank you very much. Right, next group about to go off. Let's just grab this man over here, Adam Rochester. Adam, we need to have a quick chat if we can, please. Now, we've just spoken in the clubhouse, didn't we? And you said today you're going to go for this one, aren't you?
Well, I said I was going to go for it, but then don't know. I might have gone back on my word now already. To be fair,
come on.
Well, I don't really know the line. I think it's in that little dip there. But so I've only played here once, and that was last year. But we'll see.
Now, you better be going for this, because I just spoke to Dominic Bott there, and he said it's actually almost a shame that this hole comes so soon, because it does mean people perhaps take it a little bit easier.
Yeah, no, obviously you just want to get off to a nice start, and even you can just poke a little 6-7 iron down, still make birdie. To be fair,
is it not a little? You're obviously an amateur, so is there not a little bit less pressure to think, oh, just go for it, you know?
Yeah, possibly. Obviously, I'm not a pro. I'm trying
to railroad you into.
Yeah, I'm not out here earning my living. So yeah, I'm here mixing with the pros, trying to get experience. So I've been on this for about last year and this year, so it's really good. Obviously, Chris and Adam do a great job on this tour. So yeah, it's great.
Well, let's talk about that, because you've played quite a few 2020 Pro Tour events.
Yeah.
We saw each other last month at the Blackwell Grange Pro-Am as well. So you seem to get out on the course quite a lot.
Yeah, no, I do. Obviously, it's a Sunday today. Normally these are held on a Monday, aren't they? So I'm self-employed, so I can sort of do what I want. To be fair, so I'm lucky like that. So yeah, I do enjoy it. Obviously, a lot of the courses are top courses as well, and a lot of them I'd never played before. So again, just experience. Obviously, I missed years of golf years ago with injuries, so now I'm back playing well. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Just got the bug.
Well and truly, well and truly.
Well, look, we're going to watch you very shortly tee off, so don't let me down,
we'll see you
Adam.
out there, pal.
No pressure. Don't let me down. Right, almost time to get underway. As you can see, what an incredible opening hole it is here at Northcliffe. A little bit later down in that valley is the 18th green. You can win a BMW Z4, only if you're a pro, by the way, in regulation as well. But we are also going to have the nearest pin competition too. A little bit later, we're going to have our hole-in-one hunting. We've never ever caught a hole-in-one live. Is today going to be that day? We're going to head up to the 12th. The club here assure me they've set it up prime for a hole-in-one, so we should, fingers crossed, let's have a hole-in-one live today. That would be something quite special. Let's just go listen into the players and see what the major is saying to them all.
So actually there you're playing a back white tee, so that's the 6. So you've got the par 5 that runs up the hill, and you've got the par 4 that comes down. Go to the back tee there, and it'll be the white tee. There won't be one of our markers out. So that's the only one that's different. There are spots on the 1st, the 2nd, the 11th and the 15th. They've got red flags. If they're waving the red flag, it means they've either not seen it or you're in trouble. So play a provisional. You may well find your ball, but play a provision just in case. There are some areas that are marked ground and repair out on the course, but they're clearly marked, so you should be okay to deal with that. And there are some old drainage channels that have got gravel in them. You'll spot them if they've got gravel in them and the ball's in there. You've got a free drop, 1 club length, no nearer the hole. I think that's all you need to know. Just a push for our Scotland end of season Pro-Am. 2nd, 3rd and 4th, we've still got 3 team spaces left. If you didn't go last year, it was a belter, and have a look at it and have a word with Sue inside. If you're looking for amateurs, we can also help out with that, or if you're looking for pros, we can help out with that as well. I think that's all you need to know. So it'll be Marcus to go first, then Adam Rochester, then Adam Pearson, and we've got a white flag, so we can go now.
Fantastic, straight into it as well. Yes, welcome everybody. If you just tune in, 2020 Pro Tour, it's the Hazzad Golf Classic here live at Northcliffe. If you want to find out more about Hazzad Golf, you can. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to the Hazzad Golf website. Do give it a click. I'm about to get underway.
This is the Hazzad Classic. This is the 10:50 tee time. First to play, Marcus Brigham.
Rochester. Here is Adam Rochester now. Is he going to go for it or is he going to lay up? I'm not sure what he's got in his hand. And here is Adam Pearson. He's got a smile on his face. A few shouts from the crowd. Good stuff. Right, there we go. That group through nicely. We're going to stay here at the first for a little bit longer. As we said, this is the Hazzad Golf Classic here at Northcliffe on the 2020 Pro Tour. Hazzad Golf just set up down there, so we thought we'd have a little poke around and see what sort of items they've got. There's all sorts. There's custom-made shirts. There's this, there's that. How are we doing, chaps? All right? Yeah, not too bad. Let's just have a quick word. Actually, whilst I've got you, whilst you're here, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, good, thank you. Not too bad.
I love this opening tee shot. It's got to be one of the most dramatic, hasn't it? Perhaps a little bit daunting as well, but not for you guys, right?
Well, we're just saying it's either wedge or we'll go for it, really.
Oh, what are you going to do?
No idea where to hit it.
Don't know yet.
Have you never played it before?
We have, and I still don't know it.
How's your year been? Chance to start with?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's been a bit slow. Had jewellery service for 3 months at the start of the year.
Did you?
So,
3 months?
yeah, it didn't go to
Blimey.
plan. But no, yeah, it's been alright. Okay.
How about yourself?
Yeah, same. It's starting to get there. It's
Yeah.
a slow start, but yeah, starting to play a little bit better now. So.
I mean, we get to sort of back end of August, don't we? There's still enough of the season to make a go for it, but are you starting to look towards next year as well?
Yeah, definitely. In terms of like the winter and how to get ready for next year.
And what do you do over the winter then? Because the weather's rotten, quite frankly, here, isn't it?
Obviously, if you can get away, then obviously it's all finance depending, but just kind of keep working hard, a little bit of work, save some money,
Yeah.
and get in the gym.
Get in the gym, good. Pretty much same, huh?
Do the same. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get away this year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, do something similar again this year.
Are you going up Bloomfield Road much this season?
Try and go a couple of times. Yeah, yeah.
Commiserations about that. Then. Guys, best of luck. We'll catch you first tee. Let's just go for a little walk down here, shall we? Blackpool fan there, of course. They're next out. 2-ball actually heading on out. We will come back for that, but I did just want to have a quick look around here. We do have a couple of chats from Hazzad as well, but as you can see, Hazzad Golf, they are the prime sponsor. They've been a massive supporter of the 2020 Pro Tour as well. It is so important for mini tours, really, developmental tours, I suppose we should say. A lot of these players, they're trying to take that next step. They're trying to get onto the PGA Europe Pro. They're trying to get to the Challenge Tour. This is the next generation of professionals coming through. A lot of them are pros, of course. We have a number of amateurs in the field as well, and there's a prize pot. It matters today. A total prize pot of £6,000 is up for grabs. £2,250 to the winner. Now, if you just come a little bit closer to me, and I'm going to point you over to the 18th. There's a red car up there on the right. That is a BMW Z4, as you can see. Now, in regulation, you have to be a pro as well, by the way. If you get a hole-in-one, the tee box just a little bit off to the right there, that's the tee box. If you get a hole-in-one there, you win that car. How cool is that? The green is just down here, pin cut, very tight to the front. Actually, it's going to be very difficult indeed. You've got a lot of green to work with behind those, so you can get some backspin. You might just be okay. You can win that car, and after the event has finished, after the actual regulation play tournament has finished, there's going to be a nearest to pin shootout as well. £500 up for grabs there. It's open to amateurs as well, so how good is that? Here is the Hazzad Golf stuff as well, though. As I said, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. If you do want to find out, if you do want to check it out, do give it a click. can find out even more about Hazzad Golf, and there is all sorts of stuff. If you're at a golf club or you want some custom-made equipment, this is the place to come and check it out with these guys. We'll catch up with them a little bit later as well. We've got Mark Cook over there. I can see we'll have a chat with him later. But let's get back to the action, shall we? Because it's almost time to get underway for our next group already. I think actually the Major's just given a little bit of advice on where to go. We spoke to David Haig at the top of this broadcast, didn't we? And actually, if you just turn around, you can probably see the 1921 NGC 2021. Last year, of course, we were here live for the centenary year of Northcliffe Golf Club. It's just slightly to the left. If you just aim that N, the top lip of the N there, the capital N, if you can aim it there, you'll probably get it over that tree. You'll be in a good place for the green. In the very first broadcast today, by the way, we were up there at the first green for the juniors. Do go check that out if you want to have a little look at how it looked from there. And we actually have the shot tracer here as well. How cool is this? I think this is Chris Hansen's, as you can see. Have a little look at that. So much going on today here. If you've got a question, you want to have yours say, please do comment below. We can see the comments. We would love to hear from you. Tell us where you're watching from today. Are you at home? Are you working this Sunday morning? We're so used to broadcasting 2020 Pro Tour on a Monday. I often forget it is actually a Sunday today. So do tell us where you're in the world you're watching from. Are you on holiday? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you out and about with the family? Tell us what you're doing as well. And if you head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube, again, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. Make sure you hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch live sport in 2022. We've got a lot more coming up for you if you love your motorsport. We have got an awful lot of live motorsport to bring you. We've got more live golf this year to bring you as well. The Men's and Women's Premier Handball League, football, you name it. If you love Live Sport Now is the place to be on YouTube. And if you comment during the broadcast, this broadcast or any of the broadcasts we've got coming up a little bit later today here at Northcliffe in the live chat section, we can show your comment on screen. So do get them in. If you want to have your say, show your support, comment at Live Sport Now on YouTube. So the Major is just going through the formalities with the players now. Whilst we do that, we've actually, I'm just going to have a quick chat with Dominic Bott again. Dom, we just see you checking out the tracer here. Is this something you guys use quite a lot?
Chapman, yeah. Chapman's used, not as much as others. Sometimes it makes a trip and spends all its time in the locker, but yeah, it's very popular on tour. It's great for this, and there's another one the guys use. It's fantastic. I mean, it gives such an insight to it. But
how much time then is spent at the range with your pros, or is it what's sort of the percentage between playing actually on the course and time at the range?
I mean, obviously everybody differs, but Tommy has put a lot in.
Yeah.
Change of equipment, we went to TaylorMade, and so we had to get that right. He works a lot of that at Queenwood, his golf club where he's a member in London, and but yeah, he's put a lot of work in this season with his coach Liam James and myself and his fitness guy Rob, and as a team we've put a lot of hours in, and hopefully this second half, I mean, it's been decent so far. 18th in the race to Dubai or DP World Tour, and hopefully we have a good end to the season and push our way up there and up the world rankings and see what happens.
I'm sure you will. Can you explain to me why I'm amazing at the range, but as soon as you stick me on the first tee I'm garbage? What advice can you give me?
If you cut the tops off, there's always a bin that they can fit in. that's where mine go. It's that card. A card's amazing. That piece of card that you put in your back pocket, it changes things, doesn't it? I think people should start practicing with a card on their hand in the range. Yeah. See what happens. So.
Yeah, I might start doing that actually. Good advice there, good advice. Cheers, Tom. Dominic up there, of course, he is Torberg Ollison's caddy on the DP World Tour. So just going through a few formalities, then we will be getting underway. The red flag is still up, as you can see at the far side. It's short par 4 to begin with here at Northcliffe. Do you lay up or do you try and take it on and cut those trees? So far, everybody has really been going for it. In the first broadcast today, we had a junior section going out as well. Check back in and go view that. All the content we broadcast today does stay exactly where it is, so stick around, stay with it. We're going to do multiple broadcasts throughout the day for you. Once we've finished up for this section here at the first, we are going to pop the live leaderboard up for you so you can see how things are getting on. Before we get back out onto the course, we are going to bring you some on-course action, follow some groups, but we really did want to bring you the dramatic opening tee shots here, because it is absolutely incredible here at Northcliffe. We are Shipley, just outside Bradford in Yorkshire, and I think we are just no, still got red flag, so but it can't be much longer, and we'll get things underway here for this group. As you can see, a 2-ball this time, and it is Jack Clarkson and Joe Price. We just heard from both of them. Your 11 o'clock tee time, so we are running a little bit behind schedule already, aren't we? But we'll get things going very shortly, no doubt. So Jack Clarkson, Joe Price, both of them are pros, and let's see how they can get on. Remember, £2,250 to the winner today. It's stroke play, it's a 1-round day, that is it. Who is going to be crowned champion? A big day, total prize pot of £6,000 in total will be handed out, as I said before, at 18 as a hole-in-one prize for that BMW Z4. And a little bit later, after the regulation play, we're going to have a nearest to pin shootout, just like we did last year, £500 extra to the winner there. That is also open, £500 cash, by the way, and that is open to amateurs as well. Since the ruling change, of course, that amateurs can now win money. So a nice opportunity for the players. The sun is shining here, but wind is up a little bit. It never gets that warm in Yorkshire, does it? And there we go, we've got the white flag, so we're going to get things underway now.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to Northcliffe Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Hazzad Classic, and this is the
11 o'clock.
Thank you very much. 11 o'clock tee time. Lost my place completely. First to play, Jack Clarkson.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Oh.
Next to play, Joe Price.
Effortless, Jack. Makes me sick. Good effort. Good idea, going for it, boys. See you later. Doesn't it make you sick, hey, that they could do that?
Well, if it was your job, you'd expect to do it.
I'd expect to do it, but I probably wouldn't. John, let's talk about Northcliffe. It's a beautiful course. I actually think this is, I remember when we came here for the first time last year, my first time here, I was blown away by this dramatic opening. How do you think the players feel having to tee up? With good crowds, we always get good crowds here at Northcliffe, don't we?
I think they really enjoy it. I mean, it's a good test for them. It's not overly long, but there's some. I mean, you start with a very quirky but interesting first hole, and you finish with an amazing par 3. And so I think they look at this and they see the first as a birdie chance, and you know, particularly on an 18-hole shootout, they're just going to go for it.
I was going to say, I spoke to a few people and they said, oh, we're not sure, maybe lay it up, it's the first hole, maybe it comes too soon and you don't want to take too many risks, but 1 round, you can't afford to take it easy, can you?
I haven't seen a single person lay up yet. I've seen nobody.
Juniors as well.
I've seen nobody 8-iron, 7-iron to the middle there and around the corner. Everybody looks at that and thinks 4-iron, 5-iron over the top.
You played it?
I have, yeah, played it. I'm not trying 1 over par.
Really? Okay.
Last time I played it, yeah. It was probably one of the best rounds I played all that year. The rest of the time, it'd probably 5, 6, 7, 8 over, something like that.
I'll take that all day. Glad to talk to you. You've got a lot to do today. Busy man, of course. The major there does an incredible job. Let's just get the camera down onto the 18th green, as you can see. I just want to show you how sort of dramatic and steep it is here. We've almost got our own St Andrew's Bridge over there on the right as well. A little bit later, that is where the nearest to pin shootout is going to happen. And if any of the pros do manage to get a hole in one, the first pro to do it, if there is one, and if there's more than one, the first one will win that BMW Z4 as well, which is at the tee. We'll get a closer look at that a little bit later as well. We are going to stick around for another group to tee off as well, because I believe we have a good friend of ours in it. Let me just double check the next tee group for you, but that is the 8. It is in pristine condition. I'm really quite looking forward to that one, I have to say. So yes, it will be your 11-10. It's going to be Rob Harris, Nick Marsh, Ben Firth. Of course, we know Nick Marsh very well from the 2020 Pro Tour. He's a serial winner on the 2020 Pro Tour. We know him from the PGA Euro Pro Tour as well, and plenty of other places as well. In fact, he's just walking up towards me in a minute as well. So let's grab a quick word with Nick. And hello, Nick. I'm very well. It's been quite a good year for you so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, can't really grumble, to be honest.
Did you go well on Europro?
Yeah, I've been doing all right this year. So 13th on the Order of Merit. Thrown in a lot of good stuff, so just need to try and get a win as soon as possible, really.
Of course. So the idea then is to be Challenge Tour next season.
That'd be
top
nice, yeah.
5, isn't it, or top 6
Top
for Europro,
five
go
on the Order of
straight
Merit,
to Challenge Tour.
Yeah, top 5 the Order of Merit at the end of the year, get Challenge Tour cards, yeah. So.
Now we're late August. I asked the chaps ahead of this as well. I know you're still going for that Challenge Tour, but you've got to think about next year now, I suppose, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. For me personally, I just take one tournament at a time, and then just see how we go.
Now you're here today, is this a warm-up? What's coming up after today?
Monday morning, driving over to Ireland for Europro next week. This week coming up.
Fantastic.
So hopefully it should be a good week.
And you never know, you could be doing it in a BMW Z4 later.
You never know.
That's all right, Nick. Thanks. There we go, Nick Marsh there, going very well, having a very good season. Of course, we've seen, followed his career really since we started broadcasting golf in 2020. We were the very first people to walk the course and talk to the players live out there. Yes, I just had to get that in there, didn't I? Of course, it's almost become the norm now, hasn't it? But it had to start somewhere, and it started with us. So don't forget, head over to Live Sport now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. If you love live golf, if you love behind-the-scenes content, if you love live player interviews as it happens out on the course, we are the only place you can watch it. It's live, it's free. Make sure you hit subscribe, and if you want to have your say, comment in the live chat section as well. We are here at a glorious Northcliffe, as you can see, and it looks like we're getting ourselves almost ready to go. The players have just gone through. Let's just jump in. I think we're about to have a quick chat here. How's it going? You all right? It's good to see you again.
Thank you. How
Ready
are you?
for today?
Yeah, all ready?
Now, everybody's going for this. You've got to go for this one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Straight cut the trees. Big opportunity to get going because it's a very short par 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think 4 iron on, but I don't have a clue how far it's playing today because it's going to be a lot firmer than last year. So, yeah.
How's the year going for you?
Yeah, it's been all right. Just not really played much. So, I mean, last time I played all right was probably this event last year when I won. So, yeah, hopefully we'll do the same again today.
Well, we'll see you down at the 18th a little bit later, yeah?
Yeah, cheers.
With that winner check, there we go. Yeah, I remember that. What a day that was last year. Defending champion, of course, going out very, very shortly. Incredible. A little bit later as well, you are going to see crowds stacked up here up the gallery. Last year I actually tried to get everybody's attention, tried to get them to wave at us, and absolutely nobody did. There you go. So let's get ourselves into position because the major is just going to go through the formalities. As soon as we get the white flag, we'll be going out for the next group. I don't know why I keep checking my watch because it actually stopped yesterday, so I haven't got a clue what time it is. By force of habit means I do keep checking it as well. Don't forget, it's the Hazzad Golf Classic here live at Northcliffe on the 2020 Pro Tour. You want to find out more about Hazzad, a huge thank you to them, by the way. We cannot get these events going without the backing of the golf club as well. Northcliffe, huge supporters of 2020 Pro Tour, and the sponsors as well. Hazzad Golf Classic, a big thank you. Of course, the Golf Travel people have been big partners as well. Rocket Yard, Farewell Golf Company, Nielsen Golf. It might sound boring to you watching, but it's the difference between these players being given these opportunities or not. And we are looking towards the future with these players as well. They're looking to make it. We just heard from Nick Marsh there. 13th currently in the Order of Merit on the PGA Euro Pro Tour. What a season he is having. If he can squeeze into that top 5, he'll be on the Challenge Tour next year. Big steps. Remember these names, remember these faces, because this is the future of golf right here. As said, for Hazzad Golf, if you want to find out more, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. Do give it a click. Check out if you're looking for some custom golf equipment, if you just want to have a chat with the guys, golf accessories, clothing, golf societies, tours, corporate golf, you name it, Hazzad Golf can do it all for you. Check them out, hazzadgolf.com, and there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Do check it out. There you go, plenty of plug-in from me. We'll hand over to the players very shortly whilst we get this group underway any minute now. Of course, it was just a 2-ball ahead, so we should be able to get back on time quite quickly now, I think. So Rob Harris, Nick Marsh and Ben Firth in this group.
Morning everyone, welcome to Northcliffe Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Hazzad Classic. This is the 11:10 tee time. First to play, Rob Harris. On the tee, Nick Marsh.
Here is Nick Marsh.
On the tee, Ben Firth.
Here is Ben Firth, the defending champion here at Hazzad Golf Classic. Points of the left, as you can see. There you go. Flags up. It's safe. There we go. So, how good is that? We're going to stick around for one more group before we're going to go for a break. Get ourselves a nice drink, and of course in the next section we are going to be live out on the course, and we're going to be following the 12:10 group a little bit later with Josh Fagan, Hamza Rafiq, and of course Eleanor Gibbons is going to be with us. You may remember she joined us on the mic last time out with Aaron Cox at the Blackwell Grange Pro-Am. There's Torrin Matthews just walking down as well. All right, Torrin? Not bad indeed. There's Eleanor. Very well. Come. Let's have a quick chat. Recovered from Blackwell Grange?
Yeah.
Yes.
Loved it.
You're going out a little bit later, 10 past 12, I think, and I think we're actually going to follow your group for a few holes as well. So I'll warn you now.
Let's hope we play well then.
Absolutely. Now, you didn't play at Blackwell Grange, but have you had much practice before coming in?
Yeah, bits. I played in this event, the 2020 event at Woolley Park, and then just been practicing at home, and then just came here, played a few holes yesterday because I've not been here before, and then going to warm up now.
What an opening hole, isn't it?
I know, great golf course.
And if you could do us a favour, I've heard the 12th is set up prime for a hole-in-one. Now, we've never had a hole-in-one live on camera. Can you make it happen today, please?
I'll try my very best. Either 12 or 18. I'd be happy with either. So
actually, make it 18, because then you win a BMW Z4.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Anyway, I'll let you go. It's great to see you. There is Ellie Gibbons there, getting herself ready. Next group very shortly, about to go out. Ben Rhodes in it as well. There's Ben. We'll have a chat with him very shortly once he makes his way over. Of course, Ben always up for a chat. Everybody happy, all smiles here today. And things are about to get underway for this group very, very shortly. Last group, we're going to see tee off at this dramatic first hole here, and it is an absolute beauty, isn't it? Northcliffe is the Hazzad Golf Classic here live at Northcliffe on the 2020 Pro Tour. What a season it's been, season 3 of the 2020 Pro Tour, and it's getting bigger and bigger and better as we go on and on and on. So players just getting ready. A little look behind the scenes here whilst we just potter about and get ourselves ready for this. And we'll bring the camera around. Look, there is the Hazzad Golf. A little setup down there as well. Do check them out. Remember, there is a link in the body of this broadcast, and if you do like your live golf, if you just like live sport, we broadcast not just golf. We bring you motorsport, we bring you football, we bring you men's and women's Premier Handball League, and who knows, in the future we may even bring you pickleball. If you've never heard of pickleball, Google it and you'll see. Who knows. Exciting stuff indeed. Leon's laughing his head off at what a sport pickleball is, and we will hopefully if all goes well, we'll be bringing you a little bit of that live as well. Let's just have a quick chat over here, just see how we're feeling. Trying to get a quick look just before you go, Rick. What an opening hole this is, huh?
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Have you played it before?
Played it years ago, yeah. Dogleg around the corner.
Yeah.
I think the line's through the V in the trees.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been saying that. I mean, we were up there a little bit earlier. I'll tell you what, it's gettable though, isn't it? Good opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
How's your game been going this year?
Yeah, it's all right, yeah. It's trending in the right direction, so.
Fantastic. Right, I'll let you crack on. Thanks for talking to us. Best of luck today. So, players getting themselves ready. We're going to make this the last group we watch tee off before we're going to get ourselves a nice cup of coffee. So we've still got red flags, so we're just waiting for you to see the players. I'm just waiting to see actually. I don't know if you can put the camera ahead. I don't know if you can see the two players there. I didn't see it hit the trees or anything, but it looks like they've one fall a little bit short there. I don't remember seeing that happen. I thought all three tee shots looked pretty good. Perhaps I've just ever so slightly missed that then. It's so dramatic here, isn't it? Very first hole. We are just about to get underway for your 11:20 tee time. It is going to be Liam O'Neill, Ben Rhodes and Carl Evans. Like I said, we're going to go to a short break straight after this, get ourselves a nice cup of coffee. Big thank you to Northcliffe Golf Club as well, huge supporters of the tour and big supporters of us with the broadcast as well. I just want to say a personal thank you. They really look after us, sorting us out with everything we need, from food, drink, buggies, you name it. They really do get behind. A big thank you to Hazzad Golf as well and everybody associated with the 2020 Pro Tour. What a season it has been, season 3 of the 2020 Pro Tour. It's been the first here today in the first opening broadcast. We're with the junior category for the 2020 Pro Tour, the first time they've ever done that, and we caught a number of the groups coming through 1 and 2, so do go back and check that out. That was well worth watching and listening to. The sun's decided to come out now as well, and it started to get quite nice and warm now. I imagine it'll be a bit nippier in the shade when we get out on the course. So yeah, in the next broadcast we are going to be pottering out and about. Eleanor Givens is going to be going out with Josh Fagan and Hamza Rafiq. We are going to stick with that group for a few holes, watch them as they make their way round, and we'll get into the meat and bones of Northcliffe Golf Club. So far we've seen the first here from both angles, from greenside and tee box here. We've seen the second as well. We're going to get right into the heart of the action in the very next broadcast. But we had to bring you this dramatic tee shot, didn't we? Because it is one of the finest you're going to see in Yorkshire. One of the finest you may well even see in the country as well. If you've never been to Northcliffe, you have to get yourself up here. It is incredible. We're Shipley, just outside Bradford up in Yorkshire. And it's a lovely, lovely day. And I think we're going to go through a few formalities and get things underway. Still got red flag, by the way, if you're just wondering. Whilst the players just getting themselves ready. We are running a little bit behind, sort of 5 to 10 minutes or so. But don't go anywhere because things are about to get back underway here. Let's say after this we're going to go to a short break this Sunday, but when we come back we're going to be out on the course with Hamza Rafiq, Josh Fagan and Ellie Givens as well. Now we still think Ellie Givens is the first ever winner of a mixed gender pro tournament, certainly here in the UK actually. We don't think across Europe, we think it might have been a winner in Norway potentially, but certainly here in the UK she was as well. Let's just have a quick word with Ben whilst we're waiting. Ben, it's good to see you again. How's your year been going? Of course, pro now as well, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. It's done alright. I haven't played too much, to be fair. I've had a bit of stuff going on with houses and moving and stuff, and but overall it's done alright, yeah.
So does the attention start to switch to next year now and thinking, okay, right, I've sort of done this year now, the game's sort of there-ish, now we're going to push on for next year?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was just a learning curve, knowing if I was good enough to be high, I think, more than anything, and I think I've proven to myself now that I'll give it a full go next year in terms of schedule-wise. So yeah, definitely.
Now, you were here last year, weren't you, as well? It went quite well for you, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've played this course a lot now over years, especially being a junior and being part of Bradford Junior and stuff. So yeah, I know it reasonably well, so hopefully it can be the same this year as well.
So you're the one to watch then, is that what we're saying, Ben? No pressure.
Who knows?
Best of luck, I'll let you go because there's all the time to go. Yeah, Ben Rhodes, first year as a professional. We were here last year when he was, of course, playing as an amateur. But a track he knows very well here. Not too long to go now. As we know, golf can be a bit of a waiting game at times, but red flag up, and then as soon as we can get going. It's a very short par 4 to begin with. It's gettable to that green. You just got to almost sway through those trees up there on the left. In fact, if you look at the, well, you won't be able to see it right now, but there's the sort of insignia, the sign, the Northcliffe Golf Club sign, the capital N. You just want to sort of almost slice the top left of that. That's kind of the line you're looking for. Get over those trees, get close to that green, and you will be absolutely fine. So a lot on the line today as well. If you are just tuning in, hello, welcome. We want to hear from you today, by the way. This is your show as well. We like to engage with people watching. Comment, have your say. Tell us, where are you watching from today? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you heading out for the day? What are you doing? Comment below. And if you on our YouTube channel, now there's a link this broadcast, click it, head over to our YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe as well if you certainly like to watch live sport. And if you comment in the live chat section, we can actually show your comment on screen as well. Do comment across Facebook and Twitter, and we're on Twitch and LinkedIn as well. We're on my LinkedIn, Ian Waterhouse, so if you are on LinkedIn, do connect up with me. We will see those comments, but in order to get it shown on screen, head over to our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now. So it looks like that's to get things underway.
Welcome to Northcliffe Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Hazzad Classic. This is the 11:20 tee time. First to play, Liam O'Neill. See, Ben Rhodes.
Decided to lay up and go right, has been.
Five to play, Kyle Evans.
And here is Kyle Evans now. Good stuff indeed. Right, so that does draw to a close our little session that we've been doing here at the Dramatics First. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been an absolute beauty. When we come back, we're going to be out on the course. Yes, we're going to be with one of our feature groups, Ellie Gibbons, of course, Ladies European Tour star. We're going to be Hamza Rafiq, Josh Fagan as well. We're going to catch the action, follow them around, hear from them live as they're playing too. A really, really great group to catch up with right in the heart of Northcliffe Golf Club. Right, don't forget, we want to say a big thank you to Hazzad Golf Club, Hazzad Golf. If you do want to find out more, please do click the link in the body of this broadcast, take you straight through to the website. Check out all of their custom golf clothing societies, tours, you name it. Anything to do with golf, then Hazzad are the people to check out. Big thank you to Northcliffe Golf Club as well. Right, I'm going to go grab myself a nice cup of coffee. When we come back, we'll be out on the course for our third broadcast of the day. Don't go far.